Thank you for joining me in this presentation today. This video is one of a series of introductory presentations created to show off some of the wonderful features of timeSensor Legal. Every feature in timeSensor Legal was carefully engineered to save time and unnecessary work. In this 10-part series, each presentation builds upon a preceding video. We recommend watching each presentation in the order they were created at least once. In order to show you timeSensor Legal and its core functionalities, we have prepared a little demo scenario comprising of a small lawyer's office with just a few employees. Bear in mind that timeSensor Legal can just as easily scale to much larger firms and hundreds of employees. This demo assumes that the date is April 1st. So let's begin. In the last video, we left with Erna the secretary just completing her assignment of putting Mr. Darren Yen's case into timeSensor Legal. After she updated her timesheet, her job was done. Now Michael, the principal attorney that will be working on the case, can get started. So now we'll log out as Erna and log back in again as Michael. Now that Michael is logged in, he can actually start working his cases. Michael isn't going to continue working on the dossier that Erna worked on. The client's dossier is a rather static view of this case. For Michael and the other lawyers in the firm, timeSensor Legal has a special view which is called Case Folders. We are now in Michael's personal area, and these are Michael's cases. timeSensor Legal always keeps the last 10 cases being worked on here where they are easily at hand. However, since this is a brand new case, we're going to have to choose it a little differently. Just once. Afterwards, it will be included in the shortcut menu. We can locate the new case by case name. However, we'll use the client's name instead, as it might be a little easier. The client's name is Darren Yen, and this is his divorce case. Here is the case folder for this case. The case folder has two tabs, consisting of a draft section for all the work in progress and an archive area for storing everything that has been done, sent, or come in. Here's a name and a description to identify the case. Directly below is a timer, and it's displaying hours and minutes. As a matter of fact, as soon as Michael opened the case folder, the timer started counting. Of course, it'll take a minute for anything to appear. To the left are some controls which allow us to pause the timer or to stop the timer, which will transfer the time worked on this case directly to Michael's timesheet. We'll see this later. On the right-hand side of the case folder, you see an overview of the case. You have a comments area. You can see any deadlines related to this case. Below, we have all the related contact information directly accessible from here. Double-clicking will take Michael directly to the respective contact dossier. So if Michael double-clicks on Yen Darren, it opens up Dan Yen's dossier. If Michael double-clicks on the opposing attorney's name, we're taken to his dossier. Since the case folder is the primary area where Michael is going to be spending his time working, let's cover some examples. The first thing Michael might want to do is to write his client, informing him that he's taking on his case. Michael starts by clicking here on the printer button, and this will bring up an interim dialog with all the templates and lists currently available. Michael selects the document template, which is a generic template, and clicks Draft to create a new draft. timeSensor Legal prepares a new letter based on the template he selected, and Michael is immediately able to start writing his letter to his new client. Once this document is done, Michael prints it, and at the same time, he will create an archive of it. The letter is being printed. At the same time, a PDF copy has already been sent to the archive, which will always be accessible here. The second task Michael might wish to do is contact the opposing attorney. Michael could initiate a call directly from this view if an asterisk system was set up, or he could initiate a Skype call, but for this example, Michael will send a fax. To send a fax, first Michael must select a template. Notice here in the Drafts button there is a small triangle. This indicates there is a pop-up menu attached to the button itself. From this menu, Michael can choose whether he wishes to print or fax this document. By selecting Fax, you can see that timeSensor Legal brings up an appropriate template. By facsimile, and it is addressed to the opposing attorney. Now Michael can write his communication. Finally, Michael can fax it off, and it will be sent to this fax number. As soon as the fax is sent, it will also be archived. Even better, after the fax has been delivered, a receipt will be returned and automatically archived. Michael will always know what is going on and will have everything just one mouse click away. Okay, Michael has been working on a couple of things, and already our timer shows how many minutes have passed. This should be transferred to the timesheet because he will want to invoice this later. By stopping the timer, timeSensor Legal will ask Michael if he wishes to transfer this time to his timesheet. Michael does this, and as you can see, it is already there. All the minutes has been transferred to his timesheet. To document his time, he simply needs to notate that he's written to the client and opposing attorney. As you can see, timeSensor Legal makes keeping a timesheet simple and easy. This concludes the 4th video of our series. We hope you are enjoying this brief introduction to timeSensor Legal. We intend to keep these videos short, interesting, and easy to assimilate. In this video, we have watched Michael actually working on a new case and transferring his time to the timesheet. In the next video, we will see Michael as well as others in his team spend additional time working this case and watch how timeSensor Legal manages all of this. So goodbye for now. We'll meet again in the next video.